guys, welcome to my channel over here, where today we are doing Best of Beauty 2023. So as I was collecting this stuff, I originally wasn't going to put in anything that is new to my collection, but as I'm pulling this stuff, I realized that there are a few things that are really new and I just love them so much that I had to put them in. So there are some really new stuff here, but for the most part, this is all stuff that either came out in 2023 or stuff I tried in 2023. We have skincare and we have makeup and we have a little bit of hair care and body care. There are a few products that I do not have, mainly because I'm trying out other stuff in those categories. So I'll pop a picture on the screen here when I'm speaking of those products, so you'll at least have a picture, but I still do want to share those. And just because you don't see something or I don't talk about something in this video, but you've seen them in past videos and you've heard me talk about how I like them, doesn't mean I don't like that stuff. I still may have that, I still may use it, but this is the best of the best. I really had to pull and really had to think about the stuff that I've either repurchased or I plan to repurchase after I've tried out some other things, and stuff that I'm just constantly using that I think are beautiful, that are better than other things in my collection. So please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, be a part of this YouTube family here, and have that bell notification on so you're notified of all my uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and grab a snack, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's talk Best of Beauty 2023. Okay, so like I said, let's talk about the items I don't have on hand at the moment. And the first one is the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser. The reason I don't have that is because I'm trying out a Beauty of Joseon cleanser and I've already repurchased the Ordinary twice and love that cleanser. Beauty of Joseon, not bad. You guys have seen that in my recent speed reviews. Not a bad cleanser. Like I said in speed reviews, I won't repurchase that, but I definitely will repurchase the Ordinary for the third time once I'm done with the Beauty of Joseon. It's just so hydrating and emollient, and it really gets everything off my face. If I wasn't someone that double cleansed and used a cleansing balm, I probably would only use that because it gets all the stubborn makeup off. It gets the mascara, any eye stubborn, any face stubborn makeup, and it's nice and hydrating. I'm someone with dry skin. I am 38 and I have texture. I have a little bit of fine lines and wrinkles coming in. I have some sun damage spots. I have it all. I don't have perfect skin. My skin is imperfect. But it really does such an amazing job with hydration, getting everything off, and my skin doesn't feel stripped afterwards. It's such a beautiful cleanser, and like I said, I'm now going to be purchasing it 3 times. The first time I got the smaller size, which I think is like only $11, and that size, honestly, I'll pop up on the screen here a picture of both sizes. But that small one really does last a good amount of time. I think that one lasted me about 2 months. And then the second time I purchased it was the bigger one, which is a little bit more expensive, but it is bigger. And then this time around, I will definitely buy the bigger one, but it's beautiful and I highly recommend that cleanser. The Ordinary is such a good brand. There is also another product I will be talking about that I don't, again, have because I have something else I've been testing out, but it's a beautiful brand, it's inexpensive, and it has really good ingredients. Sticking with the Ordinary, the other product I don't have is their Niacinamide B5 oil-free serum, I think is what it's called. It is such a nice serum. It really helped with my texture. The bottle is a little bit smaller, so I do feel like I went through that quite a bit. Again, I purchased that twice, and I believe it's only $6. Again, picture on the screen here for you. But it dried down like that. Like I didn't have to wait for it to dry down. I patted it into my skin as I was patting it in, as I do with all my skincare, my toners, everything. I pat into my skin. It dried down so quickly. And the big thing I liked about it was the fact that it had a quick dry down, so I don't have to wait forever to go in with other of my skincare products, but also the fact that it really did help with my texture. I have a lot of like texture here on my cheeks, and it did such an amazing job at that. And again, such a great price point. The Ordinary was definitely a brand. I dipped my toes in a little in 2023, and I plan to do that a little bit more in 2024. The next one I don't have a picture, or I don't have, but I'll pop a picture up, is the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum with their Rice Alpha. That's such a beautiful vitamin C serum. I definitely will repurchase that, but I'm trying a different one at the moment that you guys actually will see in here. So I will definitely, and like I said, this is stuff that I will eventually repurchase that you guys will see in these videos once I'm out of, or I have already repurchased at least one more time. But that one's so beautiful, and it's Beauty of Jason. It's Korean. It has great ingredients. It's inexpensive. I got it on Yes Style. I will say their shipping takes forever, but it's so beautiful. And the second time I purchased it, because I've purchased that one twice now, I got on Amazon. So you can get it on Amazon, and I will link and list everything down below for you guys as well. And it just gives this beautiful glow to your skin. It helped fade my sun damage spots. It's got the great ingredients I mentioned, and it's just very like thin and not sticky, and it dries down super fast as well. I absolutely love Beauty of Jason. We have a few products in this video that I still have that I'm trying out, and like this one I'm talking about that I don't have, but I've repurchased. I highly recommend that one. They have another one. I got their Discovery Kit, and they have another one that's a brightening serum. I didn't like that one as much, and I never repurchased it, and I wouldn't, but the rice one, absolutely. It's a beautiful glow serum. It makes your skin so useful. It plumps up your skin. It looks so beautiful. I highly recommend it. Last product that I do not have that's skincare wise, and then we'll hop into one hair product, is my cleansing balm that I got from Bioma. Bioma has such a beautiful cleansing balm. Now, I used to really like the e.l.f. one, but then I decided to try the Bioma one, and I could definitely tell a difference. The e.l.f. one did strip my skin a little, and it was a little greasy on my face. The Bioma one doesn't strip my skin, gets all my makeup off. It's hydrating, and it leaves a beautiful glow to my skin. The packaging is super cute, and it's inexpensive. It's a little bit more expensive than the e.l.f. one, but I definitely like it a lot better. Our last product I do not have, but I will pop a picture, is the Way hair mask. I got it in my FabFitFun, and before that, I tried the NYC one, and I thought that was such an amazing hair mask, which is not bad, I will say that. But since trying the Way one, oh my gosh, you guys, I love that one. I just ended up using the last of it, and I'm trying to use up my NYC before I repurchase the Way one, but I will definitely purchase that one out of pocket. It's so beautiful. The scent is very heavenly. It's almost like a spa scent. It's a decent size, and very little goes a long way. It's thin. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It leaves a beautiful shine. It helps repair any damaged hair. It helps with thickness. I have very thick hair, so it really helps with keeping the thickness to your hair. It has like this emollient to it, but it's so thin, but not too watery. It's a beautiful product. It is more expensive than NYC. I believe it's $38, but it's well worth it. And again, I will definitely repurchase it. And I don't think I will repurchase the NYC, although it's inexpensive. And I still have it because it's a huge container for sure. I'll have to look, and I'll let you guys know here on the screen which one is actually bigger, the Way or the NYC versus the amount. But I believe the NYC is a little bit bigger, but that one weighs my hair down a little, and it doesn't do as good of a job as repairing damaged hair. I straighten my hair or curl it every day. I use heat protectant on it, but it really does such an amazing job. That Way one, absolutely hands down the best hair mask out of the two. Jumping in to skincare that we have now. The first one is from Beauty of Jason. It is the Relief Sun Rice Plus Probiotics SPF 50 plus PA plus 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 plus. This is such a beautiful sunscreen. I have repurchased this twice. Wear sunscreen even in the winter time. Sometimes I don't wear if I'm not going to go out at all, but if I'm going out, I definitely will put it on. It's so thin. It's got this beautiful glow, and it does such an amazing job at protecting your skin, and it really actually is a really good like base for makeup as well, because it gives that beautiful glow to your skin. So a lot of times I will go in with this and not even a primer, and then go in with my makeup, and it doesn't pill. It's such a beautiful Korean sunscreen. I definitely want to try other Korean brands in 2024 and other Korean sunscreens, because I feel like they are better than America. Now, technically, you're not able to get this in the United States because it's not FDA regulated yet here. Again, Yes Style. So just keep that in mind, but there are places you can get it, lots of different places. Beautiful sunscreen. I highly recommend this one. And then our next one is the e.l.f. Sun Touchable. I would say this one is actually about the same price as the Beauty of Jason, and it's about the same. It gives a beautiful glow. This is SPF 30. The Beauty of Jason's SPF 50. It does have a tint, so if you want to go in with just this, you probably could if you have the imperfect skin, but it has that beautiful glow as well. It's just tinted, But the Beauty of Jason one, this is tinted because of no white cast, but I don't know what they did with the Beauty of Jason, but even though it's not tinted, it's not pure stark white and it doesn't leave a white cast, but those two are the two best sunscreens I tried. I don't know how I forgot this, but we do have a moisturizer that I do not have. So real quick, we'll talk about that. That one is from Honest Beauty, and that is their hydrogel moisturizer. It is like a big glass of water for your skin. I've repurchased it twice and I just ran out of it. That's why I don't have it. And I definitely plan to repurchase it here very soon again. I love it more for during the day. It pairs well with under makeup, picture up here on the screen for you. I don't wear it at nighttime because I like thicker creams. I also like maybe creams that have anti-aging properties in it for nighttime moisturizers, but it is so thin and watery, and like you start rubbing it into your skin and then it's like almost like bursting, and then it gives this beautiful hydration, beautiful glow to your skin. I absolutely love it. Again, repurchased it a million times and will continue to repurchase it. It is such a good product. And then I have a newer one to my collection. I got this as a Sephora birthday kit, and this is the Honey Halo Moisturizer, but I definitely plan to purchase the full size of this. This is beautiful. It has honey in it, so that's really good for your skin as well. And I use this morning and night, but mainly morning time. And there's a little bit tiny left in here. Like, I mean, as you can see, I've scraped it, but I want to try to get a little bit out from the sides to show you guys this beautiful glow it gives. Like, here's what it looks like. It's very thin, very, very thin. It gives this beautiful glow and it's very moisturizing. It doesn't pill. Makeup wears very well with it, but look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. Halo Glow is definitely a perfect name. Okay, let's jump into a mask. It is in a smaller mini size. It came with the Halo birthday gift. It is the Pharmacy Honey Potion Plus. Now, when I first tried this, the first, like, I would say 4 times, you get quite a good amount of use out of this. I would say the first 4 times, I only left it on for 10 minutes, and I noticed it did, while it was sitting there on my skin, I really like more so overnight masks, but this is one that you rinse off. So that says a lot that I'm putting this in best of 2023, and I recommend this, and I'm saying I will purchase the full size of this at some point. But you'll put it on, rub it in, so it's like a lotion type of consistency. And here's what it would look like. And you can see the beautiful glow and hydration that it gives as it's sitting on your skin. You can see it through, and it says don't get it under your eyes, but I would put a little bit right here, and it did an amazing job of hydration and glowiness for my eyes as well. But I noticed that I needed to leave it on longer, and it does recommend 10 to 20 minutes, but I always start out with the lowest amount of time that a product recommends and work my way up. So once I worked my way up to the 20 minutes, that's where I saw more hydration. So I recommend doing that, starting out at 10 and then work your way up to 20, especially if you have dry or very severe dry skin. 20 is probably going to be the soft spot for you, but don't go straight into 20. You don't want to disrupt your skin and freak it out. But this is such an amazing, glowy, beautiful, hydrating mask. And I tried another one from Beacom, and that one would have been in this if it was not for this one. This one beats out the Beacom one, and this one is cheaper. Okay, now we have another Beauty of Jason. It is the Revive Eye Serum with ginseng and retinol. This is beautiful. I am going to repurchase this when I run out of, although I feel like I never will. It's got like this yellow to it, but once you rub it in, it completely is clear. I use this at nighttime because it's got the retinol, but it's so smoothing and soft. It has helped with my fine lines and wrinkles, and it's got a nice little glow to it as well. Like, it's such a big bottle that I feel like I'm never gonna run out of, but once I do, I will definitely repurchase it. Then we have the Bioma Deep Puff Brightening Eye Gel. It has tricinamide complex, triple hyaluronic, and vitamin C. It's boosted barrier, better skin is their motive, and this is amazing. I've had this for a while now too, and I'm getting there towards the end, but I still have some left. And this one I use in the morning time to brighten under my eyes. It's clear, but I mean, look at that. It's so brightening and healthy, dewy, glowy, hydrating, absolutely beautiful. And then we have the Naturium Multi-Peptide Eye Cream. It has squalene and hyaluronic acid. It hydrates, smooths, and brightens, and it absolutely does all of that. I'm pretty much out of it. I'll see if I can squeeze some out, but this is also another one that I'll use in the morning. It would be the, oh, yeah, there we go. There's a little bit. I will put this one on first and then the Bioma one. It's a gel cream, but it blends in so nicely. Naturium is such a good brand, you guys. Like, I tried some really nice stuff from them this year. And honestly, I almost put their peptide moisturizer in here, but I felt like there was... I liked that one, and I feel like, I guess, yes, for nighttime, I highly recommend that one. So maybe I should, you know what, we're gonna put that one in there. For nighttime, that is what I used forever. I've repurchased it about 4 times. So let's go ahead and just put it in this video. Last minute suggestion. I'll pop the picture on the screen here. It's beautiful. It really helps with anti-aging. It's got peptides. It comes in a packaging just like this. It's pretty much just like this, but as a moisturizer. I did try it a few times in the morning, but I prefer it more as a night moisturizer. Beautiful moisturizer. I will repurchase it. I just really jumped into trying out other moisturizers and really did like other ones like the Honey Halo. Again, I use that morning and night, and then also the Honest Beauty one. So that one's a great one as well. But that eye cream, beautiful. I will repurchase it. I use it in the morning. And then we have the Honest Beauty Calm and Renew Melting Eye Balm. This is so amazing, you guys. If you have dry under eyes, use this. Put this on right before makeup, which is what I do. I use it just in the morning, and I've had it for quite some time. It's got like almost like a Vaseline feel, but not in a bad way, but it's so hydrating, so thin, and it gives the beautiful hydrated glow to your under eyes. I will put it on about 5 minutes before I go in with my complexion products like my foundation and my concealer, and it really does such a beautiful job at hydrating, and then it really helps my concealer. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. I will definitely repurchase it. I will say it's a little expensive for what you get, the smaller size, but you very little goes a long ways, and you get this beautiful glow. And again, makeup looks wonderful on top of it. If you suffer from any type of dryness under your eyes, definitely purchase that. It's well worth it. Very little. So yeah, it may be expensive, but you won't have to repurchase it too often. Just a little bit. And it does such a beautiful job at hydrating. It feels so smooth and cooling under your eyes. And it's not greasy, it's not thick, it's really nice and thin, and makeup goes on top of it very well. I have one lip scrub, and that is the new one from e.l.f. It's their lip exfoliator. This one's pretty much empty. I'm literally taking a Q-tip and scraping out what's left in it. But I love the packaging of this. I tried a few this year. I don't really like the potted ones, a little unsanitary, but this one really does just get those dead skin cells off your lips. It makes them nice and smooth. It does such a wonderful job. I highly recommend it. 2 serums. This is Beauty of Joseon. It is a Revive serum. It has ginseng and snail mucin. Snail mucin is so wonderful. I've tried the CoStar X one. That's not in here mainly because there is other products that honestly I thought were just a little bit better that I have in here. So I didn't put that in here, but it is something I have repurchased and will. But snail mucin is good for you. Ginseng's good for you. I'm almost out of this. This is my second time repurchasing it. It's just so smoothing. It helps with texture. It's got this very thin water formula. It doesn't give really any type of glow, and the dry down is so fast. Like, it quickly dries down. So again, just like with that ordinary serum, you can go in with your other products very quickly. Doesn't disturb anything. I use it at nighttime. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I have, I don't know how to pronounce that, so we're just gonna go with showing you the First Care Activating Serum. I've been using this in the morning. This came as a sample I got with points on a Sephora order. Beautiful. I'm pretty much out of it, so I can't squeeze any out. It comes out yellow, but it's a beautiful, beautiful vitamin C serum. It does an amazing job. It's really expensive, so it's not something I feel like I would repurchase over and over, but every so often I will definitely repurchase it. Then we have the Madagascar Centella Ampla. It has pure centella from Madagascar from Skin 1004. I've been using this morning and night. It's a nice brightening. It's another Korean brand, nice and brightening. It's really, really big, but because I've been using it both morning and night, I feel like I've gone through it a little bit more. It's so thin and watery, and it gives a beautiful hydration as well. I mean, look how watery that is. It gives this beautiful hydration. I mean, look at that. It's a little bit brightening, but it's got more hydration to it. And it does so well with texture and so well with dry skin. Got some toners, and then we're on to a retinol, then we're done with sunscreen. This is the Laneige Cream Skin. It's a smaller sample one. I'm saving a little bit because I'm waiting to purchase the full size, but this is So pretty. It's very thin, milky. It reminds me a lot of another one that I have in this video for you guys, but it's more expensive, but it gives a beautiful glow. It's soft, smoothing, milky, very, very beautiful. Then we have the Diablo Foot Spray Serum. This hydrates and gives the most beautiful radiant skin. You can use it as a serum. It has white truffle in it, so beautiful ingredients for your skin. It also can be used as a setting spray, which I've used that many times to set my makeup after, and I've also used it as like a primer, so definitely lots of ways to use this. And this is the second bottle that I purchased it. I will repurchase it again at some point. I just haven't yet. Then we have the Rose Posay Thermal Spring Water. I love this as a calming spray. If my skin, my rosacea is kicking up, I definitely love to use this. It's empty. This one and the next one are all empty, so there ain't much I can do. But I mean, oh, that has a little bit in it. So I can show you. It gives a nice hydrating, see the mist? A great mist. It's got the aerosol spray. It does a good job at hydrating. It does a good job of calming your skin when rosacea is kicking up. Like you can probably see right here, my rosacea is starting to kick up because the lights will cause my rosacea. It's a really good one. I know a lot of people say thermal water doesn't do anything, but it does. It has really good antioxidants in it. That's really good for your skin. Then the next one is the Verse Baby Cheeks All-in-One Hydrating Milk. It has coconut water and bamboo extract. This is the one that reminds me a lot as far as the texture as the Laneige. They're both very milky. This one's a little bit thinner. This one has a little bit more of a thicker texture to it, and it's more white. This is more clear, but it's like a milky texture as well. The pump sucks, I will say that. So I did get one of those like travel containers, and I would just use that, poured this in there, and then I just didn't use a pump of it. Unfortunately, I don't know if I got a bunk one. I haven't repurchased this yet, mainly because I started trying out a lot of different toners, but I definitely want to repurchase this. It was one I used in the morning. So hydrating, glowy, smoothed my skin. It gave me a very plump, youthful look to my skin, and I love that. Then we have the Beauty of Jason Green Plum Refreshing Toner with AHA, BHA. I use this in the morning to exfoliate my skin, and it does just that. It's really beautiful. It's very smoothing, gentle on the skin. It's not a rough exfoliant. It's a liquid one, and it is Beauty of Jason, so it has really great ingredients as well. So I highly recommend that one. I do like the Paula's Choice one. I haven't repurchased that since I started dabbing into some other liquid exfoliants, but I will say that one I will eventually repurchase again, and I will repurchase the Beauty of Jason one. Skincare is a retinol. It is the Honest Beauty Honestly Pure Retinol Serum. This is my second purchase. I've tried a lot of retinols throughout this year, and they're just, I don't have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles just yet, but I'm a very expressive person, so I got some deep lines on my forehead, and this has softened that up so much. The little bit I have here on my mouth here, pretty much gone. I use it under my eyes as well. It's a very nice pump, and the texture is very thin, watery like as well. As you can see, that's kind of like a theme here. I like very thin but effective ingredients. I use this only at nighttime. I worked my way up to every day. The only thing that I will say is my caveat with this is I cannot find anywhere how much retinol's in it. So that sucks, but it's effective. It works wonderful. We have a hair product here that's relatively new to my collection, but it's amazing. It is the Way Leave-In Conditioner. I use this every night, and it's very nice and milky. It has a nice mister. I just spray it on the ends of my hair, and it really does do a great job to revive, smooth, and help with the damage as well. This and the hair mask together is like the perfect combo and chef's kiss. And then we have one perfume, and that is the Very Valentino one in the red. I mean, I've bought this twice now in the small one. I guess at that point I could have just got the full size, but I digress. Oh, it's so beautiful. It smells so amazing. If you can think of just like date night, sexy, seduction, that's what this smells like. This is like my husband's favorite perfume that I own, so I highly recommend this, but there's only one perfume in this one. I have tried out quite a bit this year, but this is all like the best of the best, the cream of the crop, and that one stood out the most to me. A couple tools here, and this is the Paw Paw sponges that you can get on Amazon. They're just as good, if not better, than a beauty blender. It does an amazing job. They get really big. They don't rip, they don't tear. You can get so many uses out of them before you have to toss them. They clean really well. I think they're better than a beauty blender. Real Technique has these two brushes here. This is the 401. This is the 449 tapered and sculpting brush. I use this for blush, especially cream and liquids. It blends so well. You can have the best makeup, but your makeup is only as good as your tools. That is 100%, I feel like, a true statement. I use this for my cream bronzers, contours, that type of stuff. I don't usually contour, I more like bronze tour, but absolutely beautiful. Your blush will look flawless with this, and this brush will, it doesn't matter what cream product of bronzer, or you can even use this, I guess, for blush too if you want. It's just I use it for bronzer. It will blend out within seconds, no matter what your product is. You could have a product that necessarily doesn't blend well formula wise, but this brush will do that, and this will just make your blush so flawless, and it will look natural and beautiful. I highly recommend these two brushes from Real Techniques. Next set of brushes, BK Beauty. I've tried other brushes, but hands down BK Beauty is where I continuously keep going to. I have a lot of them. I have the 109, which some of them are dirty, so some of them are not in here. This I use for bronzer. I have the 203 for small hooded eyes. I have the Angie Hot and Flashy A507. I love this for my powder blush. I have the Angie Hot and Flashy A502 for my eyes. I have the 110. I like to use this for setting powder. I know it's marketed as concealer brush. I tried it that way, but it didn't really work that well for me. Then I have the 208. I love to use this for eyeshadow liner. I've tried liquid, I've tried different types of eyeliners, but having hooded eyes, I feel like those always transfer, a pencil, a liquid, what have you. So I just started using eyeshadow, and that works really well. And this brush does such an amazing job. And then we have, again, Angie Hot and Flashy A504 for the eyes, and then A503 for the eyes. Then we have BK207, then the 101. I use this to either set my face with certain powders, but mainly for foundation. Then we have the 103. I love this one. It's a bronzer. I love the shape, the dome shape, but also not completely flat. You can either use this side or you can use the sides, and it does such a good job to blend bronzer on the forehead. And then we have the 202, which is eyes as well. I have other ones. I have Angie Hot and Flashy's concealer brush. Love that for under the eyes. That's the one I reach for the most, hence the reason why it's dirty. And then there's a few others, but all in all, BK Beauty is the brand that I always seem to run to for my brushes. There is a new collection with Nikki out there, Nikki Tutorials, and I definitely want to pick up hers and try those brush set out as well. But I highly recommend BK Beauty, and then for drugstore, Real Technique. And lastly, for tools, we have the velour puffs that you can get on Amazon. I like to use them to either set the face, but mainly to set the eyes. They're nice and fluffy. You have two sides here. They clean really well. They really get the powders pressed into your skin. I'll take powder on it, press it in to either the palm of my hand or the back of my hand here to make sure the powder is evenly dispersed all over. And then it really does such an amazing job pressing them in. You don't need to go spend a lot of money on a puff. You can get these on Amazon, a package of a lot of them for like, I don't know, $6 maybe a little bit more. Again, I'll have them all listed and linked down below, but very inexpensive, but very much effective, just like higher end type. Jump into makeup. We're getting there, I promise you guys. First, we're gonna start with some primers, and the first one is the Say Super Glow and Star Glow. This is a beautiful glowy primer. If you're someone with dry skin, I feel like you will love this. If you have oily skin, it might be too glowy for you. I don't put it all over the face. I will just put it on the outer portions here of my face, but it gives such a beautiful glow. If I have a foundation that's a little more matte than I like, but I like the foundation, it's very rare that a true matte foundation is something I pull for. Soft matte's okay, but a true matte, because of having dry skin, or if I just want a little extra glow, I reach for this. It's so beautiful. They have another shade, but Star Glow is the lighter one, and I really, really like it, especially in the winter time. It gives nice hydration as well. You could also use it as a liquid highlighter. I haven't tried it that way. I've only tried it as a primer, but it's beautiful. And then we have Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. It's a silicone-free primer, but it's what I'm wearing today as a primer. It really blurs out the pores. Any texture is very nice and smooth. I keep it here in this area because that's where most of my texture is. And then right here on my chin, because I got a little bit of texture there. It's not new out there, but it was new to me. I tried it this year. I'm almost out of it. This is my third one because it's so inexpensive. I think it's like $4 or $5. Really inexpensive. And it beats a lot of high-end pore filling silicone primers, and that one is silicone free. Then we have the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I tried their potted one. I still have the potted one. It's just too drying for me. This one is so liquidy. I need to get another one because we're pretty much out of it. This would be my second purchase. When I repurchase it, will be my third one. It's so hydrating, smoothing. It fills in the pores. It's like the liquid form of the potted one, but way more hydrating, and that's what I love about it. Now, this you can also technically use as a foundation, but is the Nessa Myricks Yummy Skin. I have mine in universal shade. I'm really like savoring the last bit I have here because this is high end and I need to wait to repurchase it. But you can also get it in shades. I got it in the universal shade as a primer, but I wanted to put it in the part where we're going through foundations just because it can be used as that. It's a blurring balm powder, and I'm telling you, it will blur out your pores like no other. And it wears well with every foundation I've tried, every liquid foundation. There is a powder foundation in here in this video that it actually doesn't pair well with, but other than that, beautiful. It's a really good, really good blurring, smoothing balm. And again, you can get it in shades and you can have it as a foundation or as a primer. Two foundations, we have the Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet. I have mine in 1 0. I haven't repurchased it yet, but it's definitely one that I am very close to needing to. I'm like, when I dip in either my velour puff or my brush, it's really hard because I've hit pan to get all the stuff around it. But I never tried their old one, but this one is so smoothing. It's blurring, it's soft. It looks like your skin. It doesn't look powdery. I have a hard time with powder foundations having dry skin, but it just gives this beautiful natural look to your skin. I absolutely love it. Then we have their Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. It's got 5% squalene, hyaluronic acid. I have mine in 201. This is such a beautiful, glowy, inexpensive foundation. This is actually my second bottle. And look at this. It pairs well with primers, with my powders, my blush and bronzer. And again, not that expensive all. And look at that glow. It is so pretty. I would say it compares to other high-end, but I'm telling you guys, it's so pretty. And the shades really, I feel like for drugstore, it's a pretty good shade as well. And then we have some new ones to my collection. There are two here. Well, there's 3 that are new, but 2 that are very new. And I will save those for last here. But I have to say I had to put those in because they're so pretty. So pretty. The only reason why I'm just now trying them really this month, December, is because I was in a low buy, but God, I should have tried them when they came out because they're so beautiful. But we will get there. We have 4 more, including those. The next one is the Nessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I've tried other skin tints. I'm working now on that skin tint ranking video for you guys, and this one's in there. I don't want to give away if the what number this one will be at in the ranking, but it's in this video, and the other ones aren't, so that might say something. This is so pretty though. It's very light coverage. I will say it's a very light. It can be built up, so depending how much you build it up, you might be to get it to a light medium. But it's a beautiful glow. It's a serum skin tint, so it's very thin, but it's got that really healthy look to your skin. If you have dry skin, you're gonna love it. Your skin's gonna drink it up if you have dry skin or a very much parched dry skin. And it just gives that natural, beautiful look to your skin. Like I said, you can build it up. The shade I have is 4, and I feel like it's a pretty good shade match. I like this because it can tell you how much you have in here. Packaging is cute. The formula is amazing. It feels very light. It doesn't look like you have anything on your skin. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin. Then we have the new Glossier. I have mine in light too. This is so pretty. It's a medium to full coverage, and it's so thin though. I don't know how they did it because of how much coverage you can get. I mean, look at that coverage. But it's so thin. It looks natural, but you can get full coverage with that. And it's got a pretty natural look. Like, it's not really necessarily glowy or dewy. It's just very natural, very lightweight. It doesn't look like makeup. Everything pairs well with it. And light too seems to be a really good shade match for me as well. All right, so now we have the last 2 that are very new to my collection. The first one is the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass. I have mine in 5. This is what I'm wearing today. And you guys, this is so pretty. This is just like perfect for mature skin. I will say that if you are in your late 30s or older, perfect for mature skin, 100%. It's just got this really beautiful soft glow, this beautiful soft formula. It really does blur your skin, but it looks so natural. It doesn't sink into any fine lines or wrinkles. It's so thin. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Again, I had to put it in here, although I pumped out a little too much. It's a good medium to full coverage. It's beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Like that's all I can say. It's so pretty. It's in this video, although it was tried out at the very end of 2023. I had to put it in here. It's perfect for mature skin. So perfect for mature skin. It just gives this beautiful soft glow. It looks so natural. I would say out of all of these, like the foundations, added these here and then the next one, this is my favorite. I have been reaching for this nonstop. And then the next one is the new one from Laura Mercier. It is a real flawless, weightless perfecting foundation. It is weightless. I have mine in 2-in-1 cashew. Really cute packaging. This is another one that I've been wearing a lot. This is the other one that's very new to my collection this month. But again, I almost didn't put these two in. But when I sat there and I pulled all this stuff, I'm like, I'm reaching for these two so much. And I have these other foundations I pulled for it, but there's something about the Hourglass in this one that those other two do not have. Now this shade may be a little dark for me right now, but I can always line it up with my white pigment. And I've just put it down my neck when I've been wearing it, and that works. It's got like this, I wouldn't say greasy feeling or moussey, but it is so thin. And definitely weightless, water type of feel. It's got this beautiful glow to it, but it looks so natural. It doesn't, even though it's got this beautiful glow, it's like a natural glow, and it doesn't show off any of your imperfections. It's so lightweight. So again, perfect for mature skin. And I feel like everything pairs well with it, just like with the Hourglass. All the powders I've been trying with it, all of my blush and bronzer, my primers, my setting sprays, like these two, out of all of this, these two are the two that I'm just pulling for so much. And you guys saw my speed reviews, and these two were in it, and I just ranted and raved about them. I had to put them in this. I just had to. As you know, this year was the year for concealers. So I've got one color corrector that this is another product that is new from this month to my collection. And I've tried other color correctors. e.l.f. was a good one and used to be my top one, but now unfortunately, it kind of sucks because this is a high-end one, kind of stole my heart, and it sucks that it's high-end because it's more expensive than the e.l.f. one, but it's better than the e.l.f. one, and I loved that one. And that is the Charlotte, Miss Charlotte. I have it in too. It is her color corrector, and it's so creamy. It's so thin, and it does such an amazing job at color correcting. It's lightweight, it's hydrating, it's a perfect shade. It's like a cream to powder as well, and it wears so well with all of my concealers. I've tried it with every single one that I have, even the ones that I'm not necessarily the most fond of, and it pairs well with all of those. And then we have only three concealers, but these are the cream of the crop ones. Like, this was the year for concealers, and the first one is my beloved Natasha Denona High Glam. I have it in 4. I'm pretty much out of this one. I will definitely repurchase it. This used to be my number one until a new one came on the market and stole its spot. But just look at that glow. It's so thin. It's beautiful. It doesn't crease as much. All concealers crease on me, but I always look at how much, and this is very minimum creasing. It's a very nice medium coverage with perfect hydration. And then we have the Makeup by Mario full coverage, and it is full coverage for sure. And I have mine in 200. It is a tad dark at the moment for me, but we work with it. And this one, I don't go for full coverage all the time, but I do find myself with this one reaching for it more than most full coverage ones. That's this one right here, because it just does something. I mean, look how beautiful that looks on the back of hand as well. For being a full coverage, it's so thin, and again, hydrating. It barely creases. It sets well with all of my powders. However, it is also self-setting, so there are times I don't set it and it's just fine like that. But when I do set it, it sets well with powders. But it really does this like lifting effect under my eyes. I don't know what he put in that, but you guys, you saw my ranking concealer video recently. And there's a reason why it's in this video, and it was in the number 2 spot. But in our number 1 spot, we have the Tower 28. In what shade is this? IE. This is beautiful. Now, I got the shade I got, although it's slightly off, to also help with color correcting. It's right here. And as you see with these two, you can see the theme. They're all hydrating and thin, but this one is super thin, but it is such a good medium coverage. So just like that Natasha Denona High Glam, this one is a medium coverage, but so thin. It's a serum one, but it has great coverage. It doesn't crease barely at all. It sets well with all of my powders, and it really does do a great job of covering up anything under my eyes. I don't usually use a lot of concealer on my face, but the few times I have, all 3 of these will, especially the the Makeup by Mario, will cover anything I put on my face. They all 3 will wear wonderful throughout the day for at least up to 6 to 7 hours before they start fading. These 3 are the cream of the crop concealers that came out in 2023, in my opinion. So I tried a few setting sprays this year. This is newer to my collection as well, but this is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I love this. What I like most about this is A, it does such a good job at setting my makeup. B, I can go in before and use this as a primer. And C, if I've gone in with maybe a little too much powder, or my powder maybe made my face a little more matte than I like, I can refresh it with this, and it gives such a beautiful glow to the face. I'm wearing it today. It's an all-in-one, beautiful. It has not broke me out yet, so that's a plus, because some Milk makeup products do. Although it's newer to my collection, again, it just completely stood out like those foundations, so I had to put it in this video. I found my Holy Grail powder, and then I found another one, and I don't think I can put them... they both are number 1. I can't have the newer one. I've had this one in my collection for a while, but I can't have the newer one overtake the one that was my number 1 spot, because they're both so beautiful. So they're both number 1, but the first one is the Mi Collet. You guys know how much I love this. As soon as I found this, I wanted to just get rid of all my powders and only keep this one. It is so finely milled. It blurs, it smooths. When you use it under your eyes, it's not cakey, it's not drying. It just looks so pretty on the skin, and it's got this mesh, so that's amazing. I absolutely love this powder. I use it all the time. And then we have the Sigma Soft Focus Setting Powder in Vanilla Bean. That was in translucent. This is even more finely milled and just a little bit more blurring than the Mi Collet. And again, not drying. It sets everything down really well. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that. Those two will make my makeup last forever, and they look so beautiful on my skin. To blush and bronzers, we're going to start out with a liquid one, and it is the Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer from Physicians Formula. Very little goes a long ways. It's not streaky, it's not patchy. This will last you a lifetime. Physicians Formula is one that when I first really got into makeup, I was really into them, and then I kind of stopped. And, you know, honestly, in 2024, one of my resolutions is to try more drugstore, and they just came out with some new stuff. So I definitely want to pick those up and try them. So I felt like, although I tried drugstore in 23, I tried a lot more high end, and I definitely do want to dip my toes a little bit more into drugstore and other brands. But look how beautiful that is. It's not patchy. It has a beautiful glow, but it's also very natural looking. And you can apply powder on top of it. It looks great. You can apply a powder bronzer on top of it to set it, and it looks great as well. And then the next one is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. It's the shade Light. This I've hit pan on. It's beautiful. It gives this really pretty glow, but I think this is really also perfect for a beginner. It's so thin, but it's like, you can't mess it up. That's why I feel like it's great for a beginner. It's not patchy. It blends in so fast, and look at that glow. It's so, so pretty. So I absolutely love that one this year. And then we have one from Give Beauty. This is one of the first things that I tried from this brand. It is the Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder. I have mine in Toasted. It's got a nice smear. I think this is great for travel because you have your blush. You have your cream and your powder. The cream is so emollient. Very, very little goes a long way with this. Like, you do not need very much of this at all, but it blends in well. Again, not patchy. It's a perfect shade too, especially for me as someone that does a bronze tour where I contour and bronze at the same time. It's got a little bit of a glow. And then the powder, I mean, you can see how much I've been using this. And again, perfect for travel. It's very silky, smooth, and it's beautiful. It blends well. Oh, I just put that. Well, we'll see. Look, I'm putting it on top of that one from Physicians Formula, and it really goes well on top of creams as well, and it goes well on its own. It blends really well. Very little goes a long ways with both of these beautiful products. And then we have the Haus Labs Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I have mine in light level 3. Love the packaging. And then again, it has a mirror. There is something about this. It's so velvet, so velvet. This blends better. I would say out of all of these, this one is my favorite one, but it blends so well and so quickly. Look at that. We're done. It's blended and we're done. And look at that beautiful glow it gives. And it's like the perfect shade. And then we have one that's from Sigma. As you saw, I definitely tried out Sigma towards the end of this year. The matte bronzer in the shade medium. It reminds me a lot of their powder. It's very soft, silky, smooth. And I do like the shade, and it blends out very, very quickly as well. I would say the Sigma is number 2 and the Haus Labs is number 1. To our blushes now. So we have one from ColourPop. They have their stick blush. I have mine in Cool It. I also have the bronzer, and the bronzer really isn't all that bad. I think it's a good dupe for the Rare Beauty one, but I had to pick the cream of the crop, and this one is beautiful. The shade is pretty. It's so creamy. It's got a beautiful glow to it. It blends out within seconds. Let me just blend it for you guys here to show you on the back of my hand with my finger, and we're blended. It doesn't fade very fast. It stays well. It pairs well with a lot of different things. And then Makeup by Mario came out with Soft Pop Plumping Blush Fells this year, just like his cream bronzer. I have mine in Barely Blushing, and it's so pretty. It's just like the bronzer, just in a blush form. And this is like the most beautiful shade. It's barely blushing and barely there, I will say that, but sometimes I like a very in-your-face blush, but there's times I like one that's very light and subtle, just a little hint of color, and that one does it for sure. And then we have the Sigma blush in Berry Love, and it's just like the bronzer. It's so silky and smooth. I feel like the shade is really perfect for the fall, and it blends in super quick and easy. And then we also have the Fill In Cheeky from Give Amplifying Blush Duo, and I have mine on Crush on You. Now, I'm not sure why she didn't put a cream in this like she did with her bronzer, but both these shades are really pretty. We have a very shimmery shade, and then we have one that's a little bit more matte, and they blend so well, and they're very, very creamy, even though they are powders, and I like to use them on their own, or I'll mix the two together. And then we have Haus Labs Color Fuse Blush, and I have mine Pomelo Peach. Now, I'm normally not a peachy girl, but this one is so pretty, and just like with the bronzer, it's just like the bronzer, just in a blush color, and it's very light in color, but you can build it up. You can actually build up all of these, but it just looks so natural, and it's got this beautiful blurring effect to it, and so does the bronzer. I would say out of these, my two favorite would be the Haus Labs and then the Sigma one. I absolutely love the shade in this, but for liquid out of these two would definitely be the Makeup by Mario. Then we have this palette. This is the Hourglass palette. They're ambient light palettes they come out with every year. I use this every day, whether it's for the highlighter or whether it's for the two powders to set my face. I love using the powders to set just my cheek area where I put blush and bronzer, or up here on the forehead if I apply bronzer up there, because it diffuses everything and just brings it all together and makes it look so natural. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing the highlighter today, and it's just a beautiful palette. They definitely are very unique. I haven't found anything like this formula. They're very thin. They're very mature friendly, very dry skin friendly, texture friendly. I highly recommend these. I think they're well worth it, although they are super expensive. I feel like once you have one of these palettes though, because they come out every year for the holiday season, you probably don't need another one. I missed out on last year, so I jumped on it this year, and it's beautiful. Like I said, I use it every day, whether it's for all of everything in here or one or two things. So it's, for me, been well worth it. I've got my money out of it. Guys, I didn't try as much as I wanted to out of a stick shadows this year, but that's also a goal. I'm going to dip my toes in more of those this year in 2024. But this is the Milani Gilded Eyeshadow Stick. I have mine in 03 Sand. And this is such a pretty shimmer. I will say, I don't know if mine is just bunk, but it does fall out. So you got to be careful. But look at that pretty shimmer. That's pretty. It's like a shimmery sand pinky. I definitely want to try other shades. Perfect for hooded eyes, for mature skin, any texture on your lids. It just glides on very well. It's nice and creamy. You can blend it out with your finger, with a brush, or just put it on just with this, like just literally apply it on like this and call it good. Or you can blend it however you do with your stick shadows. But I feel like you don't need to go high end to get a good quality eyeshadow stick. Out of the few I tried this year, high end and drugstore, this definitely stood out. And then we have a liquid one from Mora, which is a new brand I tried this year, this drugstore. This is the Diamond Days Liquid Shadow, and I have mine in 03 Howdy. And I like to use this on the lid. Sometimes I will pair it with other shadows. It's Durachrome, and it's beautiful. It doesn't crack, it doesn't crease, and it wears well throughout the entire day. And look at that beautiful glow. And then we have the NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals, and need I say more? I use it all the time. The shimmers are very light but buildable. The mattes are creamy but a little dry at the same time, but they blend really well. And then Natasha Denona. I've never purchased one of her bigger palettes till this year. I'm a nudes girl. As you guys know, I like warm tones and neutral tones that are warm and cool. This is more cool toned, but I mean, can you guys see how much I love this? There is a wet formula in here. It's in this shade Muse, and she's beautiful. I will say you need to have some type of glitter glue or cream shadow down because it will be all over the place, but look at that. I definitely think her bigger pan, this one at least, because like I said, I haven't tried any of her other ones, but definitely well worth it. I use this quite a bit. I don't have a glitter glue, but I do have a cream shadow from a ColourPop palette that I never liked the cream shadow to be used as shadow, so I use it as a base and it does help it stick. And then the next one is this big giant one from Makeup Revolution. And again, I'm sure you can see I've used quite a bit of colors. I love just how different you have cool tones, warm tones. It's a beautiful palette. It's inexpensive. I got this on sale, but even not on sale, it's inexpensive. I mean, you can do so many looks with this. Now, the mattes in these are a little bit more dry, but they blend really well. And the shimmers are very light, but they also are built up. So a beautiful palette. Mascaras, then lips, and then we're done. I'm trying to go as fast as possible, but let you guys know why I picked all these. And these are the Best of Beauty 2023 products. This is my Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. This is my top #1. It has been for months now, months and months, and it still is. I love the wand. It's more of a silicone wand, which I do enjoy. It is a wetter formula, but as it sits out, it dries out just a little. It's still wet, but it dries out still a little. I love the size. It really, I'm wearing it today. It lifts my lashes, it separates them, it gives them length, and my outer corners here usually get weighed down by most mascaras, but this does not do it. It is like the most beautiful mascara. And then we have a sample size of the Give Beauty one. I really like this one. This one, I like the little ball here because it really does help get the outer corners and it gets the lower lashes really well. The wand is definitely very unique. I've never used a wand like that. Like the bristles on this side are bigger, like they're pointed out more, and then as you get into the brush a little bit more on this side, they're smaller, and then you have that wand. It's a wetter formula as well. It's a silicone as well, but this really gives me so much length to my lashes. I mean, I don't have a lot of lashes, so I love that it gives length, it gives volume. It is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop Staring. I definitely will be purchasing that in full size once I'm almost out of it. And then we have in a smaller one that's newer to my collection. It's the Benefit Fan Fest. And this definitely does an amazing job at lifting. I will say out of all three of these, this one lifts more. It's got more of that bigger, thicker bristles, Christmas tree type of wand, like I like to call it. It's definitely more of a wetter formula. It doesn't really dry out as it's been sitting all these others sometimes, you know, these ones dry out just a little. This one stays wet, but it really does a good job at separating. Fan Fast is a perfect name. It fans your lashes out, it separates, and it lifts them. It's a beautiful mascara. Once I get through some of my opened ones, because I have quite a bit open, I will definitely repurchase that one as well. All right, on to lips. Lips was definitely a theme for me this year, especially lip oils. But real quickly, we have 2 lip liners. We have Tower 28 one liner multi liner. I have mine in the shade Draw Me. This is a little bit newer to my collection, and it may be a little bit more high end, but it's beautiful. It's nice and creamy. It lasts all day long. It looks beautiful with so many of my lip oils, lipsticks. I like to pair a liner with a lip oil. And lately what I like to do is diffuse it. Like I'll overline my lips and then diffuse the liner, and it just makes my lips look fuller and it helps them last longer. So it's a darker shade, but it's nice and creamy. And again, it's a pencil, and I do actually like pencils too. But it does such a great job, and it's a multitasker. You can use it for your, I guess, your cheeks, your eyes, your lips. So I've never tried it other than for my lips. I might try it as an eyeliner one these days, but I absolutely love it. It's perfect. Tower 20 is one of the least expensive ones at Sephora. Then we have LA Girl in their nude lip liner Shockwave edition in Gingerbread. Yes, in Gingerbread. It's a lighter one. This one's I thought it's supposed to be retractable, but it's not, so I guess maybe sharpen. But it's a cream one, not a pencil, and it's a lighter shade, but it's just like the Tower 28, just the Tower 28 is a pencil. And then we have this lip gloss from LA Girls, and this one is in the shade, it's their Nourishing Lip Gloss Sheer Watermelon. This one I love to use on its own without any type of liner. It's got a little bit of some color, but not much. And I also like to wear it while I'm doing my makeup to nourish my lips. But look at that beautiful gloss shine. And it's LA Girl, inexpensive. It's really pretty. And then we have the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I have mine in Sugar something, I believe. Yeah, Pink Sugar. Again, I like to use this on its own without a lip liner or anything. Or I will use this to nourish my lips at nighttime when I'm asleep, or to nourish my lips while I am doing my makeup. It's stickier than the LA Girl one. The LA Girl one is a lot more smoother. This one's stickier, but look at that gloss. It's beautiful. And then we have some lip oils and a lipstick. So the lipstick is from Hourglass. I mean, this is so pretty. It is their Oasis. And I have unlocked lipstick. I have in the shade Oasis. It's a bullet lipstick. This year I wasn't really into a lot of bullet lipsticks. It was mainly lip oils and glosses, mainly lip oils. But look at that pinky nude shade. It's nice and creamy. It lasts such a long time. Pairs well with all liners I've tried it with. It's a magnetic closure, if I can figure out how to close it. There you go. Packaging super cute, so it looks beautiful on top of the vanity. Then for lip oils, we got the Sigma Renew Lip Oil. This is so pretty. Like, I love the wand, and as you guys can see right here, there's a dip. I really think that's interesting. The wand is very unique. It's sticky, but it's not goopy sticky, and it's a little bit sheer. It's that one right there. But it really gives that beautiful wet look that I love. And then we have the new ones from e.l.f. I got this one thinking it was going to be more red, and it really isn't. It's actually more clear than the colored one. This one is the Glow Revive Lip Oil in the shade Red Delicious. Well, I guess we're going to put them on here. It's got, I think it, it really honestly just depends on your pH of your lips, because it's showing it would be more pink on my palm, but really it's not that pink on me. Like on my lips, it's got a slight pink to it, but I would say the basis of it's more clear. But these are definitely, I haven't tried the Dior lip oils. I definitely want to try them now because I've heard so many people say these are dupes to them, but they're so thin. These are true lip oil formulas, and they give such a beautiful glow to the lips. I use these nonstop. And this is the darker shade one I have. This one shows up definitely more nudie on my lips, a little bit more color. This one's a little bit more sheer. This one's in Honey Talks. So pretty. I will pair this with the LA Girl lip liner or just wear it on its own, and it's so beautiful either way. And then the very last one and the very last product is the Milk Makeup Odyssey Lip Aura Gloss. It's what I'm wearing today. We can go ahead and touch it up. I really do love the wand. It's a really nice, like, bent but flat, and then it's got this little pointed curve right there. So let's go ahead and reapply, and I can show you in action because it's what I'm wearing. This one, I would say, is my number 2. The e.l.f. one's number 1. This is number 2, and then this one would be number 3. But look how beautiful that is. And I have this on as a lip liner, and I smeared it out, and yeah. That's how beautiful this looks. Absolutely love it. As you guys saw my speed reviews, I did pick up the Say one as well. And again, that one's really pretty, but this one is definitely, I like it a lot more. It's not sticky, it's thinner. It's a true lip oil. I know a lot of brands this year were calling, you know, a lip product a lip oil when it really truly wasn't. But I would say these here, the the e.l.f., the Milk, and the Sigma are true lip oil formulas. I would say this one too. This one's a little bit thinner, the LA Girl one, than all of these, and that one's obviously more clear, but these are just so pretty, glossy, not sticky, just beautiful. I absolutely love all of these lip products. And again, just because you didn't see something in this video doesn't mean it isn't something I don't like. These are just the cream of the crops, the stuff that I absolutely loved for 2023, whether it was something that I tried in 2023 or came out in 2023. A lot of these came out in 2023. That's it, guys. That is my best of beauty of 2023. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't keep you for too long. I hope you guys enjoyed, and usually I do like 2 yearly favorites, but I decided I'm just going to do best of beauty every year. So we will be doing one video once a year instead of 2 every year. So at the end of 2023, I will do, or sorry, 2024, I will do another one for you guys and share those products. Thank you so much for watching. Everything will be listed and linked down below, social medias as well. I hope you guys definitely decided you were going to try out some of these products if you didn't already, if some of my information helped you decide on what to pick and what not. And as always, these are my opinions. These are products that I chose to put in here. These are products that worked best for me out of everything I tried. And just because you have a product that you love that wasn't in this video doesn't mean it's not a great product. And again, just because I didn't put it in here and I own it doesn't mean it's not a great product. These are just the best of the best for 23. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys had a wonderful new year, and 2024 is the best for you. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.